Here comes Santa Claus, running down Santa Claus Lane.
Alrighty, it wouldn't be Christmas in the 618 or Christmas in general if we didn't get to talk to the big man. I sent a letter out a couple of weeks ago and I said, hey, if you have time, if you're flying through the neighborhood, you were just up in Quebec and turned back around.
I did. It's been a good journey, long journey, but a great journey.
Well, and Santa, thank you for being here.
Thank you, CJ. I appreciate it.
You've been busy in Madison County this year.
I have. You know, I travel all across the world, and I love coming to the Metro St. Louis area, especially Alton, Bethalto, Godfrey, Wood River, all over this River Bend area. It's great.
So take me through some of the conversations that you've had with the little ones and just their anticipation for the big day.
You know, having these conversations with these kids has been such a joy. But some of the questions that they've asked, you know, whether, you know, what's Rudolph doing? What's your favorite reindeer? You know, it's always intriguing to see their faces when I'm answering their questions. But, you know, a lot of it is, you know, how the reindeers, what do the reindeers eat? How's Mrs. Claus? So a lot of questions about the North Pole.
Well, and too, I mean, when you have spots like, you know, that are just beautiful all around the River Bend and throughout the world, obviously, but here in Alton, I mean, it makes it fun, I'm sure, to come back and hang out with the little ones. These business owners went all out in the community to decorate.
They did, you know, and some of my favorite events that we've gotten to hang out here at the River Bend, you know, the Bethalto Christmas Village.
That's cool.
Free event, free walkthrough with the family. They have a little barrel train ride for all the kids. And you know, come up to the gazebo, see Mrs. Claus and I, get a picture with them. But the people over at the Bethalto Christmas Village, they do such an amazing job decorating the the park.
You got me, man. I don't know.
I always say it wrong. But, you know, the park is amazing. The decorations that they do, you know, we are honored to be there every Saturday and Sunday from Thanksgiving all the way up until the weekend before Christmas.
Really cool. So you were on the tail end of your time in Bethalto until you got to head back up north.
We did. And, you know, we got to meet some great business owners over here in Alton, Coco and Oak.
She's great. Madeline's the best.
Madeline is wonderful. And, you know, you know, they have such a great shop there. Yeah. Some little small business boutique, you know, and we had some kids come in there and get to hang out with us. We've got to meet a lot of great photographers over here in this area. So that was always fun, you know. We work with different photographers that get our picture taken with and have kids come and enjoy hanging out with us. So a lot of fun.
Hey, now I got to ask you, do you get nervous around this time of the year? Because it's like, man, these toys are getting a little bit more intricate as the years go on here.
You know, I do. I do. And, you know, and I've always been told, you know, that if you're not nervous, then there's something wrong with you.
Right.
Because you should always be wanting excellence. And, you know, here at Christmas time, you know, Mrs. Claus and I, we want to be excellent. We want to make sure that we provide such a service to this world, to our communities, to this country, and all over to everyone.
Well, what's Christmas mean to you? I know that's a hard question, but I mean, it's a really fascinating one because especially with what you do with children and families, you're hearing all these different perspectives that I'm sure that 90% of us really won't hear because those are intimate, private moments with those children. But what does it mean to you after all these years? You know, has it changed at all, the meaning of Christmas?
You know, to me, the meaning of Christmas is always going to be love. Yeah. It's always going to be grace. It's always going to be forgiveness, acceptance. And, you know, we want to make sure that people understand the real meaning of Christmas, you know, and it's peace on earth, goodwill to men. You know, it's about the birth of the Savior, Jesus. And so, you know, we get the requests for the PS5s. We get the requests for the doll houses or the Barbie dream homes, you know, the phones,
the
iPads,
easy bake oven.
The easy, oh man, 1980s.
I'm taking you back, aren't I?
Kids.
The Smash 'em Up Derby set.
Ooh,
that's not even going
there
back.
You go.
That was the one gift that you gave my dad that it got taken away because my uncle got in it early.
We try.
You did it. The parents are the ones that took it away, you know?
That's right. But we always want to try to remind the kids and even the parents, you know, people that we come in contact with, you know, it's about loving others. It's about showing love and demonstrating that love to others during this Christmas season.
And it seems like, too, just from watching a few of the encounters, it's some of those moments with that you have with the kids are really for their parents, because life's stressful and, all year you're working your butts off and you're trying to make sure bills are paid and life's good and everyone's happy, but it gets stressful this time of year. And and whenever you see the kids with you, it's fun to see the parents because, they're living vicariously in a way and watching those core memories develop. It's so cool.
There are these parents, you could tell the stress on their face.
Yeah.
You could tell that there's some parents, some families, bills are piling up.
Yep.
The work it was taking its toll, the stress of just having family.
Right.
But, to see their kids, go to Santa, the magic, when they get to come and encounter Mrs. Claus and I,
yep.
To be able to tell us, what the fun thing they love to do in their life, and then tell us what they want for Christmas, to have conversations. Because, Mrs. Claus and I, when we meet with these kids, we don't just push them off. We don't just say, hey, what do you want for Christmas, kid?
This ain't a Christmas story.
Right. We want to hear about them. We want to have conversation. We want to make it a magical experience for them, for their parents, and the parents, their eyes just, and the joy, the just tiny moments of relaxation.
We won.
Yeah. We won. Exactly. We won. Until, until the kid says, hey, I want a puppy, or I want a snake. That's
How
what
about
my
a
last
horse?
one we had. Yeah, a pony. So, and then their eyes just kind of go, whoa. But no, it's been magical for the kids and for the parents.
Well, and it's really cool because, especially too, I mean, it's a relationship. Mm-hmm. And, to know that for that child to come up there knowing that they aren't just getting to talk to Santa, Santa's talking to them, you're looking forward to it too.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
I look forward to it all the time. It's interesting though, because, the older kids, the kind of, Santa.
Right.
And then you have that younger kids, that kind of that 3 years old to 8 years old that are so excited to see Santa.
Yep.
And then you had the stranger danger Santa, where you had those 1.5 to 3 year olds where Santa looks great in the book, Santa looks great in the movie, but when they get right up to me, it's like, whoa, and then the tears and the screams just
What do you do to combat that? Is that something you just kind of encounter because all kids are different?
We do,
yeah.
And we prepare for it, just as the point of, we know that, a kid might be scared.
Yeah.
But we always take like fidgets, a little poppets with us
cool.
to try to help the kids.
Yeah.
Relax, calm down, because goodness, as adults we can experience anxiety and nervousness.
Right.
And so we know these kids, here's a stranger, here's a guy, they've never really met, and now it's like, here, sit on his lap, sit next to him. So we try to make it as pleasant, we try to make it as calming as possible for any kid that comes to see Mrs. Claus and I.
Well, and I think that's such a great note too for area parents when they know that you're in town to go,
mm-hmm.
hey, we're going to pull out all the stops and we're going to make sure, because especially as a kid, we've all been there where we were excited, then we did get that nervous bug mm-hmm. and we didn't end up doing it, and then you kick yourself and go, wait, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I sit on Santa's lap or talk to him?
Right.
And to know that you're pulling out the stops saying, hey, we're getting you through this.
Right.
We're getting you through this.
Definitely.
What are some of the things that you and Mrs. Claus talk about, after the encounter, after you get to see all those folks? What's the ride back home look like? What's that flight?
The ride back home is always great because it's kind of that time that we reflect.
Yeah.
It's the time we kind of laugh at some of the requests.
Yeah.
We always have a question, would you rather for the kids after we ask them what they want for Christmas. Mm-hmm. And so one of the would you rathers is, would you rather have a stocking filled with French fries, or would you rather have a stocking filled with chicken nuggets? And so we talk about, these kids' reactions when they hear that. We talk about some of the requests, the present requests mm-hmm. that they have. But we also talk about we've had some encounters where we've had kids come and they really kind of start pouring out their hearts. Yeah. We've had even some adults come and share and just kind of the emotion that roller coasters that they go through. And so we talk about that. We talk about just how encouraging it is to us to see the magic in these kids' eyes.
Well, and see, that's why I think it's so important to when we're at Christmas time to go and see you, because you don't judge, and mm-hmm. for all the things that are going on. And I've been there where it's like, man, what am I going to do tomorrow? What's mm-hmm. next week going to look like? And those moments of, I might be, 25 years old, but they're Santa Claus. Let's go tell Santa what I got. You never know how that could change someone's perspective, especially at this time of the year.
Right.
It's so important. Now, what's been the gift request of the year? Is there one that you said snake. Has that been the prime one? Has there been one that you're like, wow?
Probably the most requested has been the PS5.
Has it?
Yeah. Any of the electronics is the most requested. The PS5, the Switch, the Xboxes. But a lot this year, a lot of requests we have this year, especially from young girls, little girls, has been like vanities, like toy vanities. And so these kids, these girls want these toy vanities. They want, makeup kits. Yep. We've had trains, of course, trains, and a lot of Pokemon.
Really?
A lot of Pokemon cards.
Some things never change.
No, and I tell them, I said, hey, you want Pokemon cards? Yeah, Santa can bring Pokemon cards. I said, but I always tell them, hey, you're here in Alton, there's a Pokemon shop, a card shop right down here on 3rd
Cards
Street.
and Collectibles, they do a wonderful job with the kids too. Really do some cool stuff.
Yeah. So I always try when
that's important.
Yeah, and when when kids tell me what they want, of course we want to make sure that we try to
build it,
to build it and get it. But I also want to make sure that they know that there's spots available here in the Riverbend area that they can take their kids to and check it out and have that, not just go and buy it, but have an experience there.
This is incredible. Yeah. I mean, that's really cool that you do that too, and because a lot of parents don't know.
Right.
So, do you have a moment to stick around? Let's take one break. We're going to pay our last bill of Christmas, and we'll come back with good old Kris Kringle right after this on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating & Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating & Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating & Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Santa Claus is coming down the
Welcome back. Christmas Day continues right here on RiverBender.com and Roku TV. Santa Claus back in studio. So how much longer of a day do you have? Are you almost done?
You know what? I have a visit tonight. I'm going to Tattletown over in East
cool.
Alton.
Yeah.
and spending an hour with some of the preschoolers over there. They're having a big Christmas dinner, for their families, and so they invited me to come and join them. So I'm going to head over there, and then tomorrow I have to head over to Ferguson, Missouri for something for Winter Wonderland, and then we'll be back in the Metro East over at the Bethalto Christmas Village on Saturday and Sunday from 5 to 8.
Now I got to ask you, have you gotten the technique pretty much all streamlined out at this point in time? Out of all the reps that you've had to do traversing across the world, do you think you got the routine pretty much down pat?
We try, and honestly, it depends on what reindeers actually come hang out with me.
That's true.
Because we all think, it's the Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitz, and Rudolph. But, we have many reindeer, that are training. And sometimes, especially around this time before Christmas Eve, I take a couple different reindeers, to hang out and to train them. And so when I take some new reindeer, it's a little bumpy ride, but we get it.
Just like the Super Bowl, you got to have a reserve list,
Exactly.
Well, Santa, this has been fun. Really been really great for the community to stop by on Christmas. But what's your message to the little ones out there? There might be opening presents right now. They might have already done it if they got up like everyone else does at 4:30 and wakes up mom and dad. But what really is the message today?
Honestly, the message today is enjoy. Yeah. Take it in. Be thankful. Be grateful for who is around you, for what you have, not just the material things that we get on today, but to enjoy time and to reflect and to love each other and to just take time to rest as well. Just rest. Yeah. Take it all in.
You heard it from the guy himself. You don't even need to hear it from me. With that being said, is there anything else, Santa?
Hey, well, I do have one question for you.
I got an answer.
All right. So, CJ, I always ask people this question when I come and see them, okay? So I have to ask. Okay, first off, what would you like for Christmas?
Okay, I got two, but I'm going to ask for one. I would like a wraparound deck for Christmas.
A wraparound deck for Christmas.
That's what I'm looking for,
All
Santa.
right.
I know it's tough, but I think even if the material just happens to be there, I'll grab the team and we'll get it done.
All right. That sounds good. And then our second question I ask all the kids this, okay, is would you rather have a stocking filled with chicken nuggets or French fries?
Chicken nuggets with hot mustard dipping sauce any day of the week.
And where are we getting those chicken nuggets
McDonald's every day.
McDonald's. Very good. Very good. Thanks,
or
CJ.
Mrs. Claus's Kitchen. I would like those too because she's a good cook.
She is a good cook.
That's right. Hey, with that being said, thank you all. And I hope that all of you have a really great Christmas experience, a great day. Thank you all for all the fun that you've given us this year. We have more Daily Show coming up tomorrow, the day after Christmas, and we'll see you then. So on that note, have a great day. God bless you and yours. And on this Christmas morning, try your best to, as always, stay out of jail.